Welcome to the stream. It's Dragon Spirit Games, where coding's like magic and pixels burst with flames. With Balros's patience and Gandalf's code, he's crafting epic worlds and breaking all the rules. It's Dragon Spirit Games, where the fun never ends. Beginner-friendly vibes, making games with friends. He juggles all the assets, pixels on parade. Watch him build a world where legends are made. Eating pixel art for breakfast, coding with a grin. He's a wizard with a keyboard. Where do we begin? His games are accessible for everyone to play. Come on in, join the fun. Let's code the day away. It's Dragon Spirit Games, where the fun never ends. Beginner-friendly vibes, making games with friends. He juggles all the assets, pixels on parade. Watch him build a world where legends are made. So hit that follow button and join the magic quest. With Dragon Spirit Games, you're gaming with the best.
Okay, everybody, it is Monday. Here we go again. Let's squash some bugs today. Today we are going to try and squash some bugs. Come join. We love that. Okay. Here we go. We are live, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. I hope Monday has not been treating you terribly, because sometimes it does. I know that is what it is. Mondays are tough. But we have managed to get through the day so far, I think. So, if you're like me and you made it through the day, you already made a victory. Let's face it, we made a victory. Because some people don't. Some people don't make it through the Monday. They think Monday is so horrible they cannot even get through it. So, hey, if you're here and you made it to the end of the day, if that's the end of your day, it could also be the beginning of your day, it doesn't matter what it is. But it's time to go streaming again. It's time to go work on games again. That's what we want. That's what we love. And that's why we're here. I hope you guys have the same feeling, that you guys are here for fun. You enjoy it. I hope so, because that's all we can do. We're at the moment live on 3 platforms at the same time, which is quite a lot. Oh, I'm disconnected. How is that possible? OBS disconnected. That's not good. That's not good. We're good. We're back. Looks like we're back. So for everyone who's out there, I hope you didn't get too much of a trouble that I wasn't there. I seem to be back, so let's hope it is. Might have to reload the player. For those of you who had the same issue, I was offline for just a second. I think OBS might have a little bit of an issue with me streaming to multiple platforms, but I want to try and see how it goes. If you're here, hi, I wish you a happy Monday. I hope you have an amazing one. We're going to try and squash some bugs today and fix the jumping and all that kind of good stuff, so we don't jump too high and all that stuff. I want to make it feel better here, right? And then we can start working on creating the rest of the level, so we actually have something that we can walk through and jump through and get to an end of a level. But by all means, guys, do tell me, how was your Monday, or how is your Monday? How has it been so far? Are you having fun? Are you having a good day? Is it horrible? Can happen, you know. Nobody always has the best day that they can have. So let me at least start by switching to the action scene for those of you who are in Twitch or are in YouTube. Oh, whoa. Now you do. Hey, Boolean. Welcome in. I hope you're having an amazing day. So yeah, I'm sorry. I just noticed that my microphone actually wasn't on Twitch. It was on TikTok. So people on TikTok were hearing me, but you guys were not. Small step for a man, but a giant step for game development. Yes, exactly. We're going to the moon, guys. We're going over to the moon. And that's where we will not end. We will not end anywhere. We're just going to keep going. We're going to get higher. No, the problem was not on your end. The problem was on my end. And thank you for telling me, guys, because I would not have had any idea that things were going wrong. So now we're better. We have sound on both ends. And that means also on YouTube, because on YouTube we are also streaming right now. I'm multi-streaming, guys. You guys can be on YouTube. You can be on Twitch. You can be on TikTok. And we are all there. And that's nice. I haven't had that before. At least YouTube we had a long time ago. It never was super successful. And that's fine, you know. I don't need it to be super successful. If anybody is watching there, it's already nice. And you guys over on Twitch, you have a link, I think, to my YouTube. If you're not following me yet, then why the heck not, right? Just click that link. Follow me on YouTube so you guys can also see my videos over there. I'm trying to make devlogs. That's going to take me a ton of time, but I'm going to do it, you know. I'm working on it. I already have some videos that I made from working on the weather system that I'm going to improve. So those kind of things that I want to turn that into a devlog. Did I hear about Bull's troubles? No, I did not. Bull, tell me everything. What went wrong? What is wrong? Tell me. We need to know all these things, guys. We need to know. Speaking of weather system, you have trouble with the weather system? Cool. Tell me more. I'm going to turn off the play because we want to start changing the jump and everything. I see a subscription in my window. Thank you again, David, for subscribing to the channel. That means the world to me. You know that, right? And how many months in a row, man? Okay, let me check, because I see that you say something here. Man, we got hit hard by an ice storm. Oh my God. Went without power at home for 6 days and no internet for 11. Holy crap. All good now. The family survived. Well, that's the most important thing. So thank you for that. I'm so happy to hear that, Boolean. And I'm happy that everybody is fine, because that is the most important thing. I mean, whatever gets thrown at you, as long as it is safe, right? If everybody is safe, we're good. So many trees falling. Uh-oh. Well, as long as nobody's underneath it, we're okay, I guess. Let's try to see with the jump force how much we need to change this, because jump force 10 apparently is way too high. So let's change it to, for example, 5. Let's see what happens. Much better. Still, if I hold it, I go way too high. So maybe I should also look if there's something with holding it. I think maybe we can even go to 2. We don't need to jump so high, really. Because then we're already, look, with 2 we're already able to jump basically on top of a house. But yeah, it's behind us now. Yeah, it's lots of houses and cars were damaged and a few folks died. Oh my God. Anybody you guys knew, or everybody else that you knew is safe? That is hopeful, because yeah, I hope nobody really got hurt that you know, at least. Still, it's sad for anybody you didn't know, but I mean, it's even worse if you know the people, right? Okay, so jumping with the height of 2 is already better, but there's probably something wrong in the player jump that I need to fix, because I don't want it to go higher if I keep holding the jump, right? And what I will check it also afterwards in the scene of actual Amsterdam. Not anyone we knew that died, but some people very close in distance, like a few blocks away. Well, you might not have known them like literally that much, but if you had any knowledge of them, how do you calculate your jump curve? Yeah, I'm going to have a look, because it's been a while since I created the jump. That's been like ages. So the jump force is way too high, but there's something else with handle the variable jump height. So where did I do that? If I'm holding it, JumpPressed. There. So we're doing this with the player stats. If my input JumpPressed, you can see the code. Sorry. I can fix that. There you go. Now you can see more of the code. Yeah, that's the only difference that I would say. If you cannot see the things on TikTok, please go over to Twitch. Twitch is 10 times more proper to see. You can basically not see anything over on TikTok. TikTok is too narrow. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do my best to help you guys over on TikTok also to see most of the things. But as you can see, for example, here on the right of the screen, if I select this text, you do not see it, right? But if I go here, you should be able to see it. It's unfortunate that I cannot be there for everyone. So yeah, I mean, I think this shows, but until where? See, jump out until here. This is basically the last part that you guys see. Whereas up on Twitch in a couple of minutes. Yeah, that's fine, memory bytes, but it's also fine if you stay over on TikTok, right? TikTok is also appreciated. I appreciate you guys on any of the platforms. That's fine. I don't think anybody is watching yet over on YouTube, but who cares? Maybe they will come later, or maybe they don't. So I have no clue. I don't know if there's anybody there. Oh, you're already following on YouTube. Hey, what the hell? I don't see any message there. I don't get it. I'm supposed to get them also. All of the messages are supposed to come in. Oh, I see them, but not all together. Okay. Ah, yeah, I did. I actually did. It was already a while ago. Sorry, Boolean. I missed your comment over on YouTube. And anyway, I'm happy everybody is here. And for those of you who are not over on YouTube and on TikTok and on Twitch following, go ahead and do so. You know you want to. And if you're on TikTok, I understand you like TikTok and it's fast and everything. But if you want to see the stream for real, then you really should be over on Twitch, because there's Twitch or YouTube, because there you have the big screen and you can actually see everything that you want. Captain Coder, oh my goodness, a blast from the past. Welcome back. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm so happy to have you here. And your hello world smiley is off the chart. That's amazing. Hey, I see Ryan Wiley is over on TikTok. Happy Monday to you too. By the way, guys, Ryan Wiley is somebody who did audio work, voice work for Mimir Bytes in the game that we streamed last week. Happy Monday to you too, by the way, Captain Coder. He did voice work for him, and he reached out to me over on Discord, because I'm also now on the Discord server of Mimir Bytes. And he asked if he could maybe do some work for Gaia. And then I said, yeah, of course, but I am a little pressed for money, don't have much to pay anyone. And he was saying that he doesn't mind to work, at least for now, pro bono until there is something of a game. And he asked if he could voice maybe a creature, right? So I was like, yeah, I see there's going to be quite a lot of creatures, most likely, because Greek mythology, we have a lot of stuff. And yeah, indeed, David, Twitch is the real deal. And over on Discord, he sent me an example file of something that I asked him, like maybe he could do the Cyclops, because in the world of Poseidon, I'm thinking of having a mini boss, which is going to be the Cyclops. And he asked, can you give me some things that he would say or sounds that he would make? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I sent him something. And he just went out of his way and made something for me. And now what I'm going to do, for that I need to open my Discord. I'm going to download that file so you guys can hear it. Hopefully the audio works. Sometimes you guys don't hear anything and I feel sorry. But he sent me a file. Let me go ahead and download that here, because I listened to it at work before. I find it amazing. Anyway, let me download it. Let's open the file, and I hope you guys will hear that. If not, I should probably increase the volume a lot. I have to see if my volume... I find it amazing. I already had so much fun just listening to this. This is amazing for me. You hear nothing? Still don't? Because I don't know if you can hear it. Wait up. Let me have a look.
When I stomp on you, you're gonna wish they never brought you onto this world. I'll show you the meaning of pain. I'll show you the meaning of pain. Bones will break.
I just wanted to let you guys hear that, because I found it very nice and amazing. He just did that for me, and for me this was pretty cool, and I'm already super happy with this. And it's just a way of knowing what is possible, right? Because I'm also just a human being, and I don't know everything about voice acting. I know something, because I also do some voice acting myself. Actually, I had a workshop last weekend, guys, and that workshop was for speaking audiobooks. So I got to learn how to do things for audiobooks, and I'm still contemplating if I'm going to do something with it or if I'm going to let it just be. But the guy was asking me if I was English or if I had some English heritage, because he said we needed to read a little bit of the book of the Da Vinci Code. And that starts with the fact that Robert Langdon just woke up. So he just woke up from I don't know, sleep or something. He's in a hotel in Paris, in the Hotel Ritz in Paris. And we were with a group of 10 people. I was the third one to actually speak the lines. And he was like, your pronunciation of saying that Robert Langdon, he was like, that's almost English. And he said, yeah, you could tone that down a little bit, because it's good that you're doing it, and it's very nice, but some people might want to hear it more Dutch. Like, how the heck do you say that name more Dutch? Because for me, that's just his name. His name is Robert Langdon, right? So it's not Robert Langdon. That sounds like nothing. So if I would say it like that, it's also not correct. So I was a little bit confused with that one, but for the rest of it, he said that my pronunciation was very good. He was like, you're doing things that a lot of people are not doing. Because the problem with a lot of people who do audiobooks is that when they are learning still, they change the text. And one of the things I know is the book is written already, right? It's published as it is. You don't change the lines of an author. That's plagiarism. Then you're making it your own book. That's not what was written. So you're not supposed to read stuff that is not there. Thank you for the follow, Ryan. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I don't hear the sound of that. I don't know why, but usually I hear sound of that. Maybe that's because that was in Stream Elements and I turned it off there, because we heard it double always. And now I wanted to fix that, and suddenly I don't hear it at all. Oh, you're welcome, Ryan Wiley, voiceover. Ryan Wiley voiceover. Now I get it. Ryan Wiley. Stupid that I didn't think about that. Anyway, you're welcome. I mean, it was amazing for me, and I think we're going to be able to use stuff like that. And since Poseidon's level is going to be the second level that we're actually going to build, and I used to have a Cyclops, which I'm not totally happy with anymore. I think I'm going to remake it and make it newer. because my Poseidon is much more impressive, right? The Cyclops that I used to have is nice, but not exactly the same kind of level. I can show you guys. Let me go to my GitHub page, because that's where it is. It's on my GitHub. I need to find it though, because it's always a little bit harder. I think he was here. I'm gonna look it up first before I show you guys, because otherwise we're just gonna keep jumping back and forth, and that makes no sense. In the art area, we should have. Where is he? Not here. Might be in another one actually. This project, I don't remember. I saw it the other day, but then you have to find it again, and then you can always notice that you cannot find it. Love the Cyclops. Went with a Hercules Cyclops, Roadhog from Overwatch, and a Troll from Lord of the Rings to blend it to get the inspiration and the voice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a little bit more fierce. It's basically because I have a Poseidon that really looks like a god, right? He's a human form still, but he looks like he could be a god. And the Cyclops that I used to have doesn't really fit with that. And I have to see if I can find it. I don't think I can, maybe. Where was it? Maybe I could find Cyclops. I guess not. It wasn't my Discord, I guess. Not in my GitHub. Yeah, I had a page on my Discord, which I'm not opening that now, because then my PC will go crazy. But I had a page there where there was an old version of the Cyclops, and it's a nice looking pixel art, but it's a little simple. And it is wearing a pillar on a marble pillar on his shoulders. So what I want to do with that, I want to keep that idea. I want to keep having him with a pillar on his shoulder, right? Because the pillar on his shoulder, it really looks pretty cool. He will hit you with a pillar, right? However, the Cyclops itself looked a little, how do you say that? A little half there, was just not fully impressive. It's a nice character, but it's not impressive enough, and it doesn't fit with the rest of it. So I wanted to make him scarier. I want to do this also a Minotaur. A Minotaur is going to be more in the level of Ares, so it's going to be a different kind of setting. And I think you guys are having an ad break, right? If I'm talking too much while you guys are on ad break, then it's maybe not so useful. If you're on ads, I'm sorry. I hope not. Let's see if we should be okay. I don't see any ads anywhere. Sometimes it's a little annoying that it says that it has ads and it doesn't. You just got back. Anyway, what I was saying, I want to make him fierce, and I'm also going to put a Minotaur, and the Minotaur is going to be in the Ares level, but in Poseidon's level, we had a perfectly good space to put a Cyclops. So, and I'm thinking about those things all the time. Where can I put what, right? That's the hardest part of doing this game. Thinking where I can put certain characters. And then the level design is hard because I'm making it fully accessible, which is not the easiest thing to do. But, you know, I'm going to try and do that anyway. So what we're having here is, this is probably the reason why our velocity keeps going up, even if I'm holding the button, which I'm definitely not going to want to do. So let me first see. This is where we were. So let me see if the jump force, jump force was good. We need to have that at 2. That's perfectly okay. But at 2 is high enough. And obviously now my computer is going to go crazy because it has to load. What's the battle style like? It's going to be a little bit of a thing that I need to figure out once I get my first battle in the game. For now, it's just, this is the exploring level. We're basically going to go Amsterdam. Let me show you Amsterdam before I do anything else, right? because for those of you who haven't seen that, we have a little bit of a level that looks different, of course, and also doesn't have any range system and stuff like that. But it does have this. Let me zoom out. So one of the things that we have here is our bakery, which I'm pretty proud of. Was my first building that I did. And in this level, we're going to introduce the characters. We're going to get to the bakery, of course, so we're going to say something about the bakery, blah, blah, blah. We learn to jump. I have made a little bit of a gap here so we can actually jump there. We have the skinny bridge where you actually will need to learn to do double jump to get to the other side. We had something, I don't think I have it here anymore, but we used to have something also to tell you why you would need to learn to jump. So you have a wisp that you will see, and that wisp is going to fly away, and you are a young girl who's curious, who sees something that she doesn't know, so she wants to get it, so she's trying to jump after it. That's when you as a player learn to jump. Okay, then here somewhere you get on the boat, you go to the other side. Here we have the Rijksmuseum, and the Rijksmuseum is very famous for Amsterdam, of course. Of course, this is way too short, right? This needs more body. That's why I tell everybody, I am not a great level designer. I need help. I'm going to need help here. I'm probably going to need a ton of help. But until then, I'm going to try and do it myself. So basically what it means, we're going to have this Rijksmuseum. We pass it. Then we go to a place called the Vondelpark in the Netherlands. I don't know if you've heard about it, but the Vondelpark is pretty famous. I've been thinking also to include a different building as well, based on the Rijksmuseum, that's actually just in front of the Vondelpark, called the Vondelkerk. It's a Vondel church, and it burned down this last year at New Year's Eve because it had a problem when there was fireworks and it hit the tower, and the entire thing just went up in flames. So as a sort of tribute to that church, I want to make a pixel art version of that church, have it in the game before we go into the Vondelpark. And in the Vondelpark, we will get this little, you guys over on Twitch, you do see it here on the right. Right here, we have a portal, and that portal will open up the world of Greek mythology. There we will go to the world of Poseidon. And the world of Poseidon is right here. Strangely enough, somehow I don't see the world here. I guess I was just out of center or something. I don't know what that does, but here we go. So here you go, we go to Atlantis. And what happens when we load this level, we first get the words Atlantis coming from the water up, making the entire level shake, to show you that we're actually in Atlantis, right? See, the jump here is still too high. I didn't change that here. That's a little stupid, but okay, I'm going to have to make sure that I override that all, because I did some changes and it needs to be a jump of 10, not 10, but 2. So let me see that. Here it is, 2. Now I should override it instead of before. So then we can, I have to lurk now. We're trying to get our coming soon Steam page within the next 2 weeks, so must focus. Of course, that's very important, David. And thanks for the hydrate, by the way. Posture check. I think I'm sitting pretty okay. I'm sitting pretty straight today. At least I'm trying to. Oh, stretching. You're just redeeming, huh? You're redeeming away here. Oh, we kind of needed that. Can't stretch more. The roof is in the way. But we can stretch our wrists, guys. And everybody should do that. Celebration? What is a celebration? Did I miss something? Did I put something in that I don't even know myself? Or is that a sticker celebration or something? Because we have stickers now. If you want, you guys, there's stream stickers in Twitch. That means you can, I think you use a few bits and then you can slap some stickers around on the screen. That's really funny. I have no clue if you guys will hear any sounds. Should be, but I have not done them myself. On-screen celebration. There you go. Thank you for using the on-screen celebration and the biddies and everything. Let me still stretch my my hands because it's they crack. They make so much noise. I'm not doing too great with my body, I guess. Thank you for the stretch. Thank you for all the redeems that you just did there. It really makes a difference. Celebrations only show on Twitch, not on OBS. Yeah, but I'm at a crazy. There you go, crazy frog. What's going on? Here we go. So, my goodness. Anyway, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of what this is going to be like. So, if from the Amsterdam level that you just saw, the Incredibro scene, let's go over to it again. At the end of it, you go through that portal, and I didn't make much of it yet, but if you go through this portal, then you go to the world of Poseidon that we just saw, which is basically nothing else but Atlantis level that you just got to witness. Okay, wow. I'm getting a little bit bad with my voice. Have a great stream. Thank you, David. Thank you so much, and good luck with working on the coming soon Steam page. For those of you who don't know this guy, by the way, which is crazy, how the heck do you not know this guy? David is one of our old-time followers and subscribers, one of the most loyal ones. So if you don't follow him yet, it's time to do that right now. I cannot do the shout out, I think, on YouTube. You guys don't see that. It's different. But over on Twitch, you guys should see a nice little clip from our big friend. And that should let you know a little bit about him. They're together with Incredibro, who's also one of our followers and even our moderator. They're making a game right now called Be Positive, and they're making a virtual reality version out of it, which is also in 3D. It was a 2D game made by Incredible. Incredible just decided to team up with David here to make this in virtual reality and 3D. So you like these kind of puzzle games, because it's a really nice puzzle game, by all means go ahead and give him a follow. He is, indeed, he is.
We have multiplayer.
Although with this puzzle game, I'm not 100% sure if they're going to need voiceovers, Ryan. But you never know. You never know. There's never anything that you can be sure of, so it could definitely be that they need some. And it can never hurt to actually have some people around that know game development and that know voice acting. So yeah, you guys should always connect here. That's what we want, guys. This is connecting is one of the best parts of social media. You guys can connect with each other. I can connect with you guys. I can learn about you guys, which is something that I absolutely enjoy. So, what we were doing before all this, because I always get really distracted, which is not because of you guys, so don't feel bad. But I was looking at this part because I think that this JumpPressed is making me keep velocity, and I'm not 100% sure. I think this is an event, right? Let's see. Yeah, if my jump is pressed. A jump is pressed means that if I keep holding it, it will keep being pressed, right? So that would mean that JumpPressedThisFrame. I think I would have this one instead. Because otherwise we keep jumping too high. Let's try that and see if it actually helps. Let's see. Because I think this one is too much. If I if I pressed jump this frame, then it actually should do something, right? It shouldn't do that if I did it before. I don't want to keep jumping higher and higher, because then it's not the same kind of action. So let's see if that's the one. Also something that I'm not 100% sure of, but you know, I'm just a human being. if I need voice acting down the road, I will keep you in mind. I just followed you. Yeah, because Ryan is really a nice guy. I mean, the fact that he made some voice for me, that was also something that I saw some message over on TikTok that I have no idea what it meant, but I don't know if that was somebody that actually did something in my chat or it was something else. Anyway, doesn't really matter. There's somebody watching that's nice, I think. Looks like somebody's watching. And if you guys over on TikTok, if you want to ask me something, by all means, go ahead. Right? I'm not somebody scary. I don't bite. I love talking about my game. I love talking to you guys. Love to learn more about you guys. So if there's anything you want to know, then by all means, ask me. That makes the jump a lot lower. So yeah, that works. Then we can put it a little higher again, the jump force. So let's put it now to 5, for example. See what happens. 5 is too high, especially with a double jump, but let's say 3. I think that's more, this comes closer to what would be logical, right? I think this is much better. So before, what we had was this, and we would jump into space, which is definitely not what we want. But with a jump of 3, it looks like we're gonna be okay, especially now with a double jump. We get high enough to actually do something. But if we would have had that with just is jump, with the code of JumpPressed, then it's way too much, because as long as I'm holding it, it gives me back the event JumpPressed. And it doesn't mean that it will keep going forever, because we do have a restraint for that. But with this, at least, I think it looks much better. It jumps better. So let's put the height here to 3. And we have a variable jump height multiplier. Yeah, so we have also a multiplier, which that multiplier is used also for jumping a little higher if you hold it more. But yeah, it was a bit too much. So I'm happy with this. We're already having a much better jump, because jumping through the ceiling is not exactly the name of the game. So, and as you can see now, this works better. Let's try this also in the Amsterdam level, so we actually can see if that means we can still jump high enough. That means we have to check it here, because it doesn't seem to take over the same thing. So let's override this for all of it. I think there are some other changes that it did, but let's see. Okay, let's see if we can still jump over the gap, because that's most important here. Yeah, we can. So that's good enough. Because I don't think it's very logical if a 5 or 6 year old can jump mega high. That she would never be able to do that in real life, so I don't think she should be able to do it in the game. Outsider, can we fly though? Well, I can show you that she can fly. Wait. Let me check that for you. You want to fly? Welcome in, outsider, by the way. Oh, they can do triple jumps? I can make that happen. Don't worry. Here. Should I go? Let's give her again 10. Then she will jump very high. Now she can do a triple jump. Look. She can fly. She's bigger than a balloon. Oh, the roof is colliding with her. That's nice. Now she's on the roof. Up in the air. Woohoo! So she jumped all. Now we can jump so high. we should make this like a feature. Or maybe we should contact Nike Air. What's going on? Here we go. So we get to the other side, and here we can jump off again, and blah blah blah. This is how we get to the world of Poseidon. Here we go. That worked.
What? No time for questions, just action. Well, then I'm out.
Anyway, so 10 was a bit too much, guys, and I'm quite happy with that system that I made with the maximum air jumps, because I could even go up to 6 jumps if I want to, but I don't want to have more than 2 jumps basically. But what if I do? What if for some reason she learns a triple jump or a quadruple jump? Could be, right? But the jump force, really 3 is enough. I think that's a perfect jump size. We don't want to go too high. Let's test this one more time to make sure that we feel good with this. Make a paid option for the additional jumps. That would be cool. Hey, something is there's a bug there. See that? I'm staying in. I'm not grounded anymore. I'm not grounded, so I'm staying in my animation. There you go. Now I'm back to grounded. Now it's working again. There's somehow I was not grounded. This is a funny one. I need to figure out where that happens. So with a single jump, I can still jump over this. It's a little bit weird to have it there, but so there must be something wrong here, making it sound or look like I'm not on the ground. But I don't know what. I'm kind of wondering here. It doesn't happen all the time, so that's the hardest part. This is the debugging part that I don't like. Why does it happen, and when does it happen, right? This is the kind of shit that you don't want. I want her to actually have it all the time so I can fix it. No, I don't get it anymore. I wonder. By the way, if you're wondering what that beeping is, that's all because of the distance to a jump that I made for people who are blind. I'm gonna have to have them play test this, guys, because I definitely cannot do it with just this beeping. And it's also because maybe because I don't have my headphones on or anything, so I don't hear the difference if I'm close enough or not to jump. Because as you can hear, it gets less when we get out of there. It becomes more when I get close, right? So now that I'm close, I'm supposed to be jump, you know, and I need sound effects that are properly used for this. I just use something that I have. And if I jump over it, it just fades away also when I go further. So it does already work. So this is going to be one that I need to write down. And let me, for that, actually open up my HacknPlan, because this is a bug that I need to document. HacknPlan, or did I already have it open? Because I have stuff open. Project management. No, I didn't have that open yet. Let me sign in. You guys don't need to see that. Let me open up here HacknPlan for you guys, so you guys can see what I am working with, because that's the fun part. So you guys also see, like, I had added rain sound effects, right? And I actually did them. So the rain sound effects are there and I tested them. So they're done. That's good. But now we have a bug, and I don't like bugs, but it's our bug. We have it. We need to figure out what is happening, when it's happening. I don't know yet how to figure it out. Sometimes animation gets stuck in running. And it's for the intro in Amsterdam, at least. I need to work on that. And it's gameplay and controller, I guess. Yeah, whenever I start today, and I don't know when I will finish this, but let me put something at least a week later, because I have no idea how long this will take. Let's put 2 hours on it for now. It's just to have it. when we were streaming, we figured out there was a bug sometimes while jumping over the gap in the water in the Amsterdam level. Which was not easy to reproduce. Okay, we're gonna have to fix it. So I'm not gonna try and fix everything right now. I should also have the one for the jumping. Jumping feels off, is way too high, etc. And we actually did fix that one, but it's part also of our intro world. I have one who works on that. That's controller, gameplay, that's it. Good enough, right? And start date was also today. We actually fixed it today, so let's put it in there just for having a reference that we did this 0.5 hours. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Doesn't like 0.5 hours. 30 M maybe. Does that work? Yes. No, it doesn't. Something is not correct because I cannot create it. 1 hour? Does that work? Why can I not save it? No. Correct? Huh? Okay, what is wrong here? Oh, maybe we need to add a description, probably. I did that before, so 30 minutes probably is fine. 30 minutes. Jumping was not correct and way too high. Yeah, that fixes it. Now we can actually create it. Okay, we fixed it. Log it. There we go. Right. So now we at least have a bit of a notion of what we're actually doing there. That helps. And by the way, how you guys are doing over on the different platforms. Looks like we're doing okay. Not people watching on YouTube, but you know, the YouTube has always stayed behind a little bit while streaming. I don't really know how to get people to come and have a look there. I don't know what's happening there. People are usually very loyal on a platform and they don't come to the other platforms. And you also see the same kind of thing over on TikTok. People come and have a look. They don't say much. Then you sometimes wonder, why on earth am I doing it, right? But I'm one of those people who says, let's keep going anyway, because you never know. It might actually pick up, and the views that I would generate over on YouTube also count towards getting, how do you get it? Monetized, right? And I'm going to need like a ton of them. I need so many views there to actually get something going that I don't know if I will ever make it, but I'm trying. I did notice that my latest shorts that I had from the other streams actually picked up quite a lot of views. They went over 1,000. For me, that's a lot. I mean, for big YouTubers, that's nothing, but for me, it is. So yeah, let's just say that it's better than having nothing, right? Anyway, what were we doing? Yeah, we were working on the jumping. Well, the jumping, I think we fixed it. So I'm happy with it as it is. So, what is our next bug? What should we work on now? Because I am pretty happy with most of these things. So, yeah, jumping is okay. Those bugs are okay. We're okay with everything of that. I guess we're going to have to continue on working on the blockout level, because that is basically the one where it's at. That's where we're going to find out if everything that we want to do works. We're going to have to put the dialogue options in there and everything, because that's what we need to do next, right? Identify also where we need those dialogue versions, where we need moments where we have a cutscene. I want to start with a cutscene. But the problem is that I also want to make sure that everything goes smoothly and the camera moves with us. And the hard part about that is, for example, if I put this intro cutscene in the beginning, that means that my cutscene plays. Nice. Okay, right, we like that. But as soon as the cutscene is done, the camera is in a different position, and I need to still figure out how to fix that. I have no clue. It's going to be a little bit difficult, I guess. But you can see we already set up the cutscene camera. We have everything else. So we have a cutscene, and it starts there. So if we have more than one cutscene, we will also be able to set those up in the same scene, right? And we actually will have more than one, definitely. So what I'm personally thinking is we will start with Gaia just walking here. Then as soon as we get to this area, we will have, this will be the wisp that we don't have yet. We don't have a pixel art version of a wisp yet. But when we get to the wisp, we will get a new little cutscene where we focus on our wisp that is waiting for us. And as soon as we then get closer to the wisp, because she will be flying a little bit, but then hanging in the same place, we will walk to it. And when we want to jump for it, she makes a run for it. The wisp flies away. And then we will follow and learn to jump more, right? That's how it goes. So this thing here, that wisp, will have multiple things happening. First of all, we get a cutscene following what is happening here and why am I paying attention to it? Well, I want to see it. But because we also want to make this accessible, we need to we also moin moin. Hello, Mimir Bytes, welcome in. So because we want to make this accessible, that also means that we need to make sure that there's sound with that, right? So the wisp will make a sound and we will react to it. So we will say something so that the player who is blind also knows what's going on right here. There's something happening, but what is happening? Because they don't see it, of course. So why am I wanting to jump, right? So Gaia should probably say something at that moment. She should probably say something like, what is that? I have no idea what it is, but I want to try and catch it. I need to jump for that. And then you will, as a player, learn to jump, right? Because this is the moment we need to learn how to jump. Not that we don't know how to do that, because everybody who's ever played a game knows how to jump. But, you know, it's part of the game. We need to, maybe we should not be able to jump until then. I don't know. Probably not. I will turn off jumping until that time is there. I can do that. So we fixed the jump already, so we know that we don't have to jump too high. Use the jump button to jump. Exactly. It's very straightforward, but until the time, maybe you should not be able to jump, right? Like you introduce mechanics slowly, and that's how you do level design, right? I'm not the greatest level designer, so maybe I'm doing this all wrong. And jumping is so natural that we don't even need to introduce that to anyone. I do want to do it, though. I think that the best kind of platformer games that I know of start with the minimalistic approach, so you can only walk. Then when you need it, you learn new mechanics. So you jump, or you jump and run, or you jump and you double jump. You need to have a moment where you learn how to do it, right? So, but yeah, it depends on the game. So for example, in your game, Mimir Bytes, it's not something that you do. You don't jump. But yeah, there's different mechanics for different games. And also, I think jumping might be introduced with the fact that you have to jump. TikTok universe. I have no clue what that is. In our second one, we do jump. Okay, what kind of game are you building now, then, Mimir Bytes? I'm curious. And how far that the game that we played last week, is that completely done, or are you still working on it? I think you were still working on it, right? kind of curious now. We're finishing it currently. Ah, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, I must say I had a lot of fun playing the game. And setting Galaxy up for Steam and Google Play. Ah, and one more that goes for Steam. So we have David right now working on his game for Steam. We have Mimirbice working on his game for Steam and also Google Play, by the way, because it's also going to be a mobile game. This is a lot of people working on getting their game on Steam. I'm actually behind, guys. I knew that already. I'm slow. I don't care. I'm slow. Better slow than not at all, right? We're going to get there. That's the most important part. So, for example, if I now turn the cutscene on in the beginning, let's just do that. Then we walk on our own, but the camera doesn't follow anymore because I didn't turn on the cutscene camera. So let's turn it on. Stop it. Turn it on. We start here where we started before as well. But the next one is already in the pipeline. Oh, nice. So we start somewhere else, we follow, we focus in on her, then we run. Here we go. And that's the cutscene. And that's what I dislike. I don't know what happens, but when that camera goes, then everything is different. That's something that I am still learning, guys. With the cutscene, as soon as I put it in, and my camera changes, it's a multiplayer game where you climb and punch others. Nice. Climbing and punching. There's an outsider. I don't know if he's still in the stream. If he is, he's making a game, or was making a game called Going Up. And I streamed that also one day. And that's a game where you have the frustration mechanics, right? So you're jumping up, you make one little mistake and you fall all the way back down. You have to go all the way up again from the beginning. And that game was also amazing. It's over on itch if you want to find it. If Outsider is still here. You know that game. Nice. You know the game Going Up? That's cool. I should maybe not be so surprised. But itch.io, let's see, itch.io Going Up. I'm pretty sure it's still there. It is, but where? Why is there so many games called Going Up, guys? This is insane. Because it's by Outsider. There you go, Going Up. Because there's plenty of Going Ups. So in case of you guys wanting to check the game out, let me put that in the chat. This is the game that I mean. That's the one from Outsider. He is also in the stream, Outsider 10K. He made a game called Going Up. He does most of the pixel art, at least himself. Not all of it. I think he borrowed some of it from somebody else. But he did most of it. And that game is really hilarious. But I played it, and when I play it, it's even more hilarious than when anybody else plays it. Because I'm the best player, of course. No, I mean, I'm the suckiest player. That's why I couldn't get to anything that is even decently far. I just, oh my God, I died so many times. And I fell down, and I fell down again, and again, and again, and again. I meant a different one, but I will check it out. Yeah, and he's now also working on another game. Let's see what it was called again. I have it, but I'm not perfect in remembering all the titles, but I'm pretty sure he has it somewhere over on Twitter. So let me have a look there for a second. Notifications, here we go, because he talks about it often, so there's big chance that I just reposted it somewhere this week. Outsider. Where's his last post about his game? You can always see that he's talking about it, and then now, there you go. What was the game called? He doesn't say. EFG. He has a sort of platformer also going now that where he's working also with huge guns and stuff like that. So let me see, what is it called? Why don't you say it, outsider? Anyway, let me show you quickly here so you guys know. This is the game he's now currently working on, and he has a ton of different things in it. Let me see, like for example, this is the pixel art that he makes. I think it is amazing. He takes a pixel art pack and he remakes it to make it his own, right? So he adds teeth and all those eyes and all those stuff, the other stuff that you see there. So he's a very creative guy. I really like him. He used to be in the stream already in the beginning of my my streaming endeavors. And yeah, he's also a very nice guy. So if you like people who make pixel art games, then you should definitely give this guy a follow, at least over on Twitter. Because I don't think he streams yet, but you know, he might in the future. I keep telling everyone to start streaming, and it worked with David, and it also worked with Incredible. They're now streaming, so ours will be like a violent sci-fi Mario Kart with a grappling hook. Cool. That sounds amazing. That sounds like a ton of fun. So I'd probably check it out if you get it done. So please do tell me if you do have it ready, because I will definitely want to see it. So anyway, for those of you who are watching on different platforms like TikTok or YouTube, I think there's one or two people watching over on YouTube. I cannot really see because nobody's really talking there. But if you're watching also over on YouTube and you don't follow me yet, consider hitting that subscribe button. Yeah, it's called subscribe over there. If you're over on Twitch, if you like what you see, hit that follow button. And if you're over on TikTok, hit follow. I mean, it's just, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to make a little bit of money on the side, so actually this game can be made, right? Because that's all we want to do. We want to make a game and we want to make it correctly, and that means I will really need to up my game, because I want to hire these guys like Wiley that just made a beautiful piece of audio for me, who also work for Mimir Bytes, by the way. I cannot ask in good conscience to anyone who does stuff like voice acting or makes pixel art or can do some level design that I'm not good at. If they want to help me, I do not want to ask them to do it for free. That doesn't feel right. I mean, yes, he is amazing. He sent me first, before he even did some sound effects for my Cyclops that I want to have. He sent me some videos that he did where he did orc sounds for Lord of the Rings, for example. And my goodness, that sounded so good. I went like, yeah. I mean, I don't think I can pay you, man. You're way out of my spectrum. He did a lot of the pilot voices in Galaxy. Yeah, his orc sounds are off the charts. And since I'm gonna have Greek mythology highly incorporated in my game, it also means there's going to be a lot of creatures. We have the Cyclops, and I asked him, he wanted to do a creature. I said, well, maybe you can do something for a Cyclops. And he said, is he going to talk? I said, well, I think so. I want him to make more than just grunting sounds. So he said, can you make me a few lines that he would say? Sure. So I wrote something down just from the top of my head. What could a Cyclops say? And he just went to work and sent me the day after. He sent me the audio for this, and it is amazing. It is so good already, and it's just something that just like in a blink of an eye, I thought of maybe that can work, and he did it. And I also want to have a Minotaur. I told him also, and there's going to be a Minotaur in the level of Ares. So in the level of Poseidon, logically, you have chance for a Cyclops, because the son of Poseidon is actually a Cyclops. So that's one of the first mini-bosses that I will probably have in the game. So that mini-boss needs to have good sounds. needs to have something that really pops, right? So I made him say things like bones will break, stuff like that. But he did it so good, and I really am happy with that. And I'm so happy I asked, hey, Bubba, get wrecked, Cyclops. Yeah, so for those of you who didn't hear that, because I did already show you guys when you were here before, the audio for that. But I need to find it again. Here. Yeah, you should definitely check this guy out. But for those of you who tune in a little later, here's the audio that this guy did. And let me put my microphone here to my speakers.
Take orders from slimy scums like you.
That's
Get back to work, you maggot.
That's a
or I'll stick this blade in your gut.
That's his orc sound.
Control, this is Omega 6.
And this is what he sent me before I actually got him to do something for me. Now I need to figure out where I put the other one. Because he sent me already. That's the thing. Now I have to find it. Let me see. Because I had it from Discord. So I don't know if he just... where I have it. I downloaded it today. And it's not this file. Well, where is it then? Let me close this one. It's too white. You guys will go blind if you look at it too long. Where did it go? Where did it go? Man, it's stupid. Okay, let me open Discord. I don't want to do that because Discord is a bit too heavy on the machine while I'm doing this, but here it is. I have Monster VO, but I did download that, so where the heck is it? There. Okay, here we go. I'll put the microphone again.
Come here! Step closer! I want to hear your bones scream! Your bones will break! Come here! Come here! Get over here, you little runt! When I stomp on you, you're gonna wish you weren't born. When I stomp on you, you're gonna wish they never brought you onto this world. I'll show you the meaning of pain. I'll show you the meaning of pain. Bones will break.
And isn't that amazing? It's just, I find it amazing. I mean, for somebody who just contacted me and because he wants to make something for me that is amazing that somebody is willing to do that. And I couldn't be more happy with that those sounds are a good thing that I will have for as soon as I get to hello Patrick over on TikTok and also on YouTube, by the way. Patrick on YouTube as well. That's nice. Patrick W3R where? How do you pronounce that, Patrick? There's for those of you who are over on Twitch, you don't see him chat, and also not on TikTok, of course. But on TikTok, there's Patrick. I think that must be the same one because he's also on YouTube. I see somebody saying hello on 2 channels at the same time. I guess because it's a name that is too similar for it not being the same person. He says hello, but W3R, how am I supposed to pronounce it? Is it war or were or Patrick Wer? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to pronounce there, but anyway, welcome in. I'm very happy that you're here. As one of the few viewers that I have over on YouTube, so yay, thank you for that. Now I don't feel like there's nobody over there. Anyway, so let me think. Yeah, I don't know. I tried to change it to okay. Okay, Patrick. It's okay, Patrick. So you're also in TikTok then with the name Patrick? So you're on TikTok, you're on YouTube, you're on Twitch. Wow. Okay, Patrick is one of the faithful followers also here on this on Twitch. We've had him for a long time. The thing that is super funny with Patrick, he's the one who always redeems me playing marbles on stream, and I've turned that off, not because I don't like playing it, but every time we did, it was in the beginning of my stream, it would be redeemed to play marbles on stream, and the rest of my stream I was thinking like I should be playing that. I will get back to you, Patrick. I will get back to you, Patrick. I will play it later in the stream. And then at the end of the stream, he was not there when I played it. And that feels just wrong. That just feels wrong. You cannot just ask somebody to wait, and then when I finally get around to doing it, then he's no longer there. So either I should do it immediately, but if I do that, then nothing will happen and the game will never be made. So I had to find a way to do it in a correct way, and I couldn't find it, so I turned it off for now. But I think we could maybe end this stream today, not now, not yet, but with some marbles on stream for you guys who are over on Twitch. Unfortunately, for those of you over on YouTube and on TikTok, that doesn't do anything. It only works on Twitch, because then it's integrated. So everybody who's over on Twitch, and we play marbles on stream, you can get your own marble and play along with us, and you don't have to do anything else. You just say !play, play 0, play 1, play 2, play 3, whatever you want for a different ball, and your ball will just roll over the track, and we just cheer it to the finish line. That's all we do. We don't have to do anything else. We just cheer it to the finish line and see who wins. That's it. And then you get tournaments, so you can get to the end of it. Balls of steel. Last time I didn't directly ask for them. I just asked what's up with the redeem. I'm sorry if you played it. No, I didn't. I didn't play it that time. Because I turned off the redeem, and last time I was also doing indie appreciation stream, so I really didn't feel good playing the game Marbles on Stream, which for me doesn't really feel like an indie game anymore. And I was doing indie appreciation, and I showed Mimir Bytes' game, and after that I showed the game by Le Ginger Dev, who actually also has a super nice game called All Hail the Orb. Oh my god, we had so much fun last week. I really enjoyed that, and those were actually games that I can actually do. Because you know guys, we've seen many of my indie appreciation streams, and I suck. I'm one of the worst gamers in the world. So if I can play the game, it means it is accessible for everyone to play, right? So yeah, I was super stoked that I could play both of those games, and Galaxy Conquest that we played from Mimir Bytes is also super cool. Galaxy Conquest Online. If I'm saying it incorrectly, you should definitely correct me, Mimir Bytes. But I had so much fun. I actually played multiplayer against him, won a few times, which is something that I never do. I don't win multiplayer, guys. I don't win. I lose. But today, what we wanted to do is fix some bugs, and I see there's a bug here also. Yeah, I refactored a freaking multiplayer, so you can actually win, right? Now you can win, I'm sure of it. Oh yeah, it's IOI. Oh no, not that one. Okay. Next bug on the list, but it runs way smoother now. Yeah, we had some fun there, because when I actually won in the end, in the multiplayer, it said I lost. When I lost, it said I won. It was also pretty funny. And Mimir Bytes kept disconnecting. Whenever he disconnected, I automatically won, so that was also cool. That way I could win. So less weird stuff is happening now. That's basically always good, Mimir Bytes. So I'm pretty stoked for you there. That's always good. And Miri, I'm going to make sure you get your copy of the gameplay. So I'm going to have to cut out just your part and send it to you somehow. So I don't know if you're on my Discord also, but you're on your own at least, your own Discord. But let me also send the Discord channel for Gaia. So you can, if you're not on it yet, then you can join it. I see that we have a new follower actually on, or a new person is in there. Dark Burn Creative is on our Discord server. Just said hi to it. Let me give the invite link, because we keep, we had it before that it would say it every now and then in the chat. It just doesn't do it anymore. So let me give you the link right now in chat. So for those of you guys, here you go. That is my Discord server. I will give it also here over on TikTok for those of you who want to maybe join the Discord server, because I cannot always be live, but I can almost always be on the Discord. And if you guys have questions about the game or how I handle accessibility or want to handle accessibility, because I'm not fully handling it yet, but for anybody who wants to know more about the game, where I'm heading with it, what I want to do with it, why I want to do that, then by all means go ahead and join the Discord server. It's a very happy and friendly community with a lot of like-minded game devs, but also people who are just interested and friends. And I think we're getting to a nice community by now, so anybody's welcome. We love you guys, so yeah, feel free to join. Oh, and also, by the way, I should tell you guys, try to, if you see something that is fun, try to just, thank you, Mimir, I think that's you. Because when I'm streaming, it doesn't really show me who just joined, but it says M, so I think Mimir bites. It is... It's always recommended to clip anything you like in the stream, guys. So those clips are easily put into YouTube videos, TikTok videos, and all those kind of good stuff. And that helps. It just helps. I can easily put some subtitles underneath it, throw them in any of the channels, and they generate some views. I mean, YouTube generates views. I need a lot more. I was just looking, I think I have 143 subscribers now on YouTube, which is not so many. We need to get to either 500 or 1,000, and we need to get to 4,000 viewing hours. I think I have 74. So I think in 25 years, we might be there. Then we're going to be monetized. So probably never. Anyway, I need to check this error out. There's an error in the IOI script. Also, let me just take this moment to actually refactor a little bit of code, especially the older code that was brought in by Incredible, and I'm still thankful for him doing it, by the way. But there's a little bit of an inconsistency between the way he codes and I do, so there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, everybody has their own code style, but I like to have the game in my own kind of style, right? So, for example, this is not something I ever do, and this is also not something I like, so I usually do that instead. So, for me, that looks nicer. I don't know if anybody agrees, but I do. So, I think this can already go, by the way. I don't need a debug statement anymore. We know it works, so that's good enough. We have a throwable, same kind of thing. I'm just going to refactor here, guys. I don't need these things. And Incredible is a great guy. I mean, he helped me so much just getting this game off the ground. Here we go. But these kind of things are just basic things that I prefer in my own coding style. I never use M for those kind of things. I know people do that, and some people like it that way even better. So, but I've always been taught to do all my private variables, underscore, and then the name of the variable. It's just in my brain, and it doesn't look good for me, and it doesn't feel right for me to not have it. So yeah. Okay, this is public, so that's okay. Actually, usually public, I also have it with a capital letter, but I can live with it not being capital. So climbable objects, we can, yeah, the C# style. Also, that's the Python recommendation. Yeah. Yeah, there's stuff that, I mean, I'm a senior, they call me a senior C# developer. So for me, it's just how I would, what I would say, the M underscore is like a C++ thing, I would say. Yeah. I mean, I used to program C++, but that's ages ago. I have not done that in years. Back when I did that, it was not so much common for people to make games in C++. They did, of course, but not the beginners. I love coding C++, most beautiful language. It is a great language, definitely is. And I know I'm pretty stuck maybe in my ways, because I, for example, here, I cannot stand having the private keyword everywhere. And some people ask me, like, why on earth don't you want a private keyword in there? And then the only thing I can say is, like, it's not needed. It's already private, even if I don't put it there. But yeah, but it's clearer if you put it. Like, why? If I don't have anything in front of it, it's private. So that is my brain saying I don't need it, right? So why would I put a character that is not needed there? It is, but with the prefix, it's cool too. Yeah, as long as I have an underscore in front of it, for me that is enough. Then I know it's private. So we're taking ad breaks, so it looks like we're in ads right now. So I'm sorry for those people who are right now over on Twitch. You're in ads unless you are subscribed. I think the only one who doesn't have that right now is David, but he's not watching right now as far as I know, because he's working on getting his game over on Steam. So they're working on that really hard. So, and I'm actually I'm pretty stoked, because if I'm correct, and if YouTube is correct, there's actually 7 people watching over on YouTube, guys. It's a lot. You guys over on YouTube are not saying much, but I'm okay with that. You can also just watch. It's fine. Everybody who's watching is helpful. If you're not wanting to say anything, I understand. If you want to know something, you might need to ask a question, but if you're not okay with that, then don't do it. In Python, everything is public, even if you mark it as private with the underscore something prefix. Yeah, but I mean, I have hey, Walt Miltsy, welcome in, man. I hope you're doing wonderful on this beautiful Monday. I'm so glad people are coming from all over the place today. It's very nice. It gives me a good feeling on this Monday. For me, Monday usually is a day full of meetings. Was also today, so it was. There's nothing wrong with meetings. You know, they're necessary sometimes. But that was too much. Meetings also wear me out, so it's very nice if I have people here that give me energy again. But with a private keyword, you can stop other people from doing stupid shit with your code. Yes, yes. But I was going to say before I got a little distracted, because Walt Milsey came in, and Walt is a very nice guy that I know from my time playing Marvel Strike Force, which I recently stopped. It was a bit too much. It became a time sink that I was no longer feeling correct with having. So anyway, Walt, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're still doing good. I think you're also still playing Marvel Strike Force, right? But, you know, what I was trying to say before is that for me, Python, I have a love-hate relationship with Python. There's definitely something there. And Python is a language that I should put more time into, because you also need it for things like machine learning. And machine learning is almost directly part of my work. Not for me, because I'm not doing much with it yet, but in our company, we're doing stuff with that. I don't. But Python is something that could be very interesting, especially because AI is getting bigger and bigger. And in all the AI stuff, a lot of Python is being used. So I'm probably going to not escape doing some courses maybe in Python. But I also dislike personally the way that Python handles variables, how Python is not so strongly typed. You can do strongly typed, but it doesn't really work the way I'm used to. And C# is so strong in that regard. And C++ too, by the way. C++ is even stronger than C#. There's ways for it, Bytes. But it's not, like I said, it's not what I want from it. So I've seen people do a way around it. You can only use type hints where you can force your linter. Okay, well, it's in essence, it's not meant for strongly typed. I'm doing something wrong here. That was not what I wanted. Yeah, like something int is one. Yeah, and every language has their own way, right? And the same thing goes for if you're working in Godot, which your game is built in Bytes. So Godot standard uses GDScript. GDScript is super much based on Python. If you look at the syntax of GDScript, it's like looking at Python, but just for game development, which is not entirely true because you also have a Python game engine, Pygame. However, it's not exactly the same, but a lot of things that Python has that I dislike are in GDScript. So, which doesn't mean that I hate Godot. I definitely don't. I think it's something very strong, but I couldn't get used to it. Not even when they incorporated C# in it. Because yes, you can use C#, but it wasn't for me. The interface just didn't do it for me, and you just get. I got so confused even starting with it. Okay, be right back. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, do the things you need to do, Bytes. It's always good. I'm just gonna continue removing all my privates. We had a nice discussion over that 2 weeks ago or something. Oh, and that function needs to be rewritten. Oh my goodness. That is definitely not optimized. Not for today, though. Today I'm not going to check on all the functions here because it is OK_Patrick right now. It is over on YouTube. Okay, Patrick. So you got it working. Cool. But yeah, this function, it needs a refactor. So let me put myself a task. Refactor this. That's the only kind of comments that I usually would say here. I don't like comments in code if I don't need them. So this, it needs to be done. I actually should put it to do, by the way. To do. Refactor this. To do's you can find back, by the way, in comments. So yeah, this needs to be fixed. And I forgot to take out these kind of privates. And I didn't even check this code. See, there's nothing wrong with using it. So Incredible did some work for me, which is super cool, super friendly of him. And he has a type of making a way of writing his code. He needs the comments maybe just in pseudocode. That's perfectly fine, right? You want to first type out what does it want to do, right? So here we want to go do this, then we want to do that. So in this case, you want to find the player, and then when you find the player, set the default spawn points of these things, right? So this is an enemy spawner. We are not using this yet, but it's going to be coming later. So I'll leave it for now, and when I am actually going to use it, I'm going to refactor all of this stuff. But for now, all I want to do is take out these unnecessary privates, because I really don't like them. All I want is to see the public ones. The public ones are definitely going to be there. So yeah, these functions are too big. These methods are too large. They should be shorter. And I'm pretty sure they can be. And debug for now, I'll leave it in here. Did I just, no, I was going to say I didn't take out a public, did I? Anyway, yeah. The only thing that I will leave is the public keywords, and that's it. Those stay. So a climbable object, it also only had a public, so that's okay. Pick up health had only a public, that's also fine. Throwable, it had some privates here. See, this also needs to be fixed. I just don't like it. It's my personal opinion, right? I'm not saying you cannot put any private keywords. Definitely not. I mean, that's personal preference. But like the M, like MemoryBytes just said, it is not a coding style that usually is used in C#. Gotta head out, Dragon Spirit Grip. Hope the rest of the stream is great. Thank you, Boolean, and have an amazing evening. Are you going to stream yourself, Boolean? We might be able to raid out to you later, if you are. If not, also fine. I think also, by the way, that David is now streaming. I think I saw that just a while ago. Might be able to head out to him later also. I mean, we always like to raid out to our friends, right? So, or to somebody new. Sometimes I also like that. And there's this crazy thing that I have that also, for example, why are we not putting them in a bit? Yes, sir. And I might come over to you later. I haven't raided out to you for quite a while. And this is also personal preference. And if you guys are disagreeing with me, I'd love the discussion. I really like those kind of things. But why would I put all my private functions and then in the middle of it, I have a public one? I like to organize. So for me, everything private comes first. Public goes after. Why? So I don't have to search. As soon as I see a keyword in front of it, then I know do what feels right. See ya. Definitely, Boolean. Have a great evening, and I'll try and see if I come over. I also thinking about streaming while I build stuff, but I think I get too distracted. Yeah, well, that can definitely happen. That was over on TikTok, by the way. It was MemoryBytes. I think he just moved over again to another place. Anyway, so for me, this won't do. And I'm going to reorganize that. That's a simple fix, so it's just putting the public methods together. Yeah, sitting on the balcony. Nice. I never asked, by the way, where are you from, MemoryBytes? Or did I? I think I might have. Switzerland. Yes, that's true. Isn't it cold out there right now? Greasy. Greasy. I cannot say I've ever been to Greasy. But I can imagine that it's a nice place. Let me look it up, by the way. Let me see it. Greasy. Where is that? Oh, it means hello. Sorry. Greasy. It's like greetings, but in German, but in Swiss German. It's not a place, right? Got that wrong. You're living near Lucerne. Okay, nice. How is my wrist? Good question. Okay, Patrick. It's still there. I'm hanging on by a thread. I'm still waiting for my viewing operation, by the way. It's still not there. We're waiting for that. It's a shame, right? I still didn't get a date for that to happen. And it's really annoying because I need to have it soon. It hurts. For those of you who do not know that, my wrist, this one, where my watch is, has been broken several years ago, like 30 years ago. Yes, I'm that old. I know. You don't have to say it. I'm that old. But I broke my wrist, and they didn't see that it was broken back in the day. So they thought it was just bruised, severely bruised, but bruised. So I wasn't operated. It wasn't set back in place. So now the bone that is here in my hand is not connected to the bone that is here in my wrist. So it's a little out of place, like half a centimeter. It's not much, but half a centimeter of your bone being out of place, every time I rotate my wrist, it hurts. But you should really check out GDScript. It's a very fast way to code. That's what I like about it. I'm not going to say I disagree, because it's personal. I know some Python and I understand GDScript. Even helped somebody in a stream once who was doing GDScript in a way that I've never done. And they were looking for a solution, and they were asking people like, do you have any idea how to fix this? Because I just don't see it. I was just like, I have no clue. Let me check. Let me think about this. So I thought about it, and then I fixed it. Not because I'm the greatest coder in the world, not because I'm God's gift to coding. For that, you need Captain Coder, who was here a little bit before. He is really super good at coding. I mean, I'm okay, especially in C#. Dude, you are a senior, you should be able to code every language. I can code in C#, I can code in Python, I can code in JavaScript, I can code in C++. I can code HTML, even though you officially should not call that code. I can even code in COBOL and those kind of languages, which is a long time ago. And the other, there was a moment where there was a guy reaching out to me, and he did Borland Delphi. Well, it's no longer Borland anymore, but when I programmed Delphi, which is basically Pascal, I was still in school, but I figured it out. It was a game made in Delphi, and I hadn't done any Delphi programming in over 30 years. It took me half an hour to get back into it, and I fixed it. But, you know, it's... Pascal was my first language. Yeah, for me too. Pascal 7 is what I started programming with. Well, not exactly true. I started programming in GW Basic on the PC of my dad. And when I was 9 years old? 9 years old, something like that. I programmed in Pascal and ANSI C in school. After that, I taught myself C++. I taught myself web development. And I just went going after that. I mean, C#, I taught myself. It was not something that I got taught in school. It just wasn't there yet. In school, they just looked at the basic stuff, and we got some stuff that was definitely interesting, but not all of it was interesting. So I figured basically, I don't know about you guys, but if they don't teach me, I will freaking figure it out myself. If you're not going to teach me what I want to know, I will do that myself. So that's how I learned programming. And I'm not going to say that, still, I will never say that I'm the greatest programmer in the world. I'm not. I'm a decent programmer. I can do what I need to do. And that's all I really care about, right? And it's sometimes for me harder to maybe let go of the things that I learned when I was young. So that might be a downfall also, because yeah, you're used to something, and if somebody does it different, then it's harder. When you can write C++ and C, you can write in any language. Almost, yeah, I would say almost. There might be some languages that are harder, but I also did PLC programming back in the day on Siemens PLCs ages ago. I mean, they don't even teach that anymore in school, I think. Maybe in some very specific places, but most of the schools, they don't teach that. But it's very interesting because you could just program robot arms. Okay, Patrick, also over on TikTok, I see. Now nice, I can see you guys on different platforms. It's really nice. So I now I'm having people all over the place, and it's funny. It takes a little bit of getting used to having all the different platforms and everybody in different places. But I can imagine that for the people over on TikTok, it's much harder to really follow what we're doing here because you cannot see everything, right? But the code is probably pretty viewable right now. I don't think it really is. So back on Twitchy. Welcome back on Twitchy. So we're twitching around a little bit between YouTube and Twitch and then TikTok. I'm fine with that. It's fun. It's fun to see you guys go to every different platform. Alrighty, so here we only have some collision detections. But just fix those kind of things. Almost through all the scripts that were made for me. Oh, and this, I'm gonna have to figure out if it's necessary for this to be public. Because I doubt it. I kind of doubt it. I mean, yes, this one definitely, it needs to be a public. But then we have a serialized field here. Don't destroy and load. Why on earth is this a serialized field? The echo of 3 streams at once is great. I can totally imagine. If you have the sound on all of them, you must be going nuts by now. I have some people that I watch on different platforms, and I always just turn the sound on in one of them. You just mute the tab right. That's all you need to do. Then it's fine. You don't have that shit anymore. I mean, I would go nuts if it's on 3 platforms at the same time. But most people would not have that. So I don't think everybody's on 3 platforms at the same time. But yeah, you know, I'm trying to get that YouTube channel going. It's hard enough, man. It really is hard because YouTube, I still cannot figure out which video will work and which won't, and why it does work and why it won't. And sometimes I ask friends, and one friend did it already, to just turn on my my videos. I have playlists for a reason, so he just turned on the playlist of Gaia development or something, and he puts it on while he's working. It just keeps running. So at least I get views on those videos, and it's like, I don't know, 20 videos or something. Some of them are 2.5 hours, so that's a lot of view time. I mean, it doesn't cost him anything. He said, yeah, I don't care. I just let it run. I just turn off the sound on that tab and it just goes. It just goes and I let it run. So I guess that's how I get to 74 hours, because those shorts don't get me any views really in time. It's a 1 minute short. That doesn't do much. Anyway. Yeah, so we did most of it. We have the template scripts still. I didn't check those. Oh my god, still so many scripts to check. Well, that's a good thing to do today. I don't think this is being used at all. No. Why am I having it then? I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Also not used. Also not used. Everything public. Interface. Well, it's the only one that actually is set to be used, but oh, thanks for the like over on TikTok, Patrick. That's very nice. What would you consider a failed short on a view side of things? Shall I can show you guys, right? I can show you guys. Jesus, I have a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Let me open up my YouTube. basically also Dragon Spirit games, right? So doesn't really make a difference. I'll open the channel. You guys will see that I'm actually live, but I just want to show the channel, and you can see the amount of views that most of my videos get, and it's really bad. So right here on my channel, right? So we're live now. We have 11 people watching. Thank you. It's not something I'm used to, by the way, but here, let's see. So we have 102 views, 192 views, 23 views. This has been there for 2 years. Only 23 views. It's nothing. That doesn't show on Twitch. What doesn't show on Twitch? It doesn't show on Twitch how many people are there. You cannot see that. Oh, I have a new subscriber here, by the way. 144. I had 143. I remember that. So, for example, this did pretty good. This is my most viewed short right now. One from my stream also where I talked about why I'm making this game. I'm making it for my daughter, blah, 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 right? And this one, removing privates from my code, also actually did pretty good. And we had the All Hail the Orb, Quack, also did pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with those. And then we have your game. While I was doing that, I was talking about fake viewers, Mimir Bytes. And unfortunately, they only rack up 188 views. For a short, that is not so much. For a long video, that would be quite a lot. Because my long videos, as you can see, they have not so much. Let's go to a playlist. So, for example, if you go to the here, where are we? Let's say my tutorials, right? I have 3 tutorials that I put on YouTube. There's three videos, 9 minutes, 18 minutes, and 3 minutes, right? They have 89 views. And this one has, that was actually the one that we were seeing, right? I think 523 views. This one is doing pretty good. That was my Keep Your Variables Private video. The stream is ahead. Right, and then we have Automate Your Unity project, which was pretty long, and I still didn't know how to do it. 71 views. It kind of puts you off if you're doing a tutorial, right? So then we have this one, Customize Your Unity Script, 89 views. So I wasn't sure if I should make more tutorials or not. And it's really hard for me to figure it out. And also with the shorts, if you look at the shorts, if anybody can tell me why some work and why others really don't, like comparable, this one works. Let's put it that way. Because, yeah, for most people who stream or make videos over on YouTube, that's nothing, right? Same with this one worked. This one sort of worked. It didn't work at all. This works. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Yes, this one did. This one did, about my sword that's right there in the corner. This didn't. This didn't. This sort of worked. This worked. I mean, I cannot make heads or tails out of why a short works and why a short doesn't work. It really is a mystery to me. So I'm going to turn this off again just so I don't drive myself absolutely bonkers. Yeah, and tutorials are indeed a shit ton of work. I like making tutorials and I want to make more of it, but I've been doing a poll on my YouTube channel. And from what I've been told, most people prefer that I would do devlog videos. And devlog videos are probably even the worst to make. They require actual editing skills. And I don't think I have those. I don't think I have editing skills. I'm still learning that, and it's something I need to do also on the side. So it really will take a lot out of me to actually start doing that properly. So yeah, but the good stuff did way less. So yeah, tutorials are a shit ton of work. Our best short got like 1,800 views, which was a coding meme video. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's strange what works, right? Some things that you think will work don't work. I was super stoked with my tutorial video where I talked about keeping your variables private. That one did, for a long video, pretty good. That one did over 500 views for a video out of 3 minutes. It's not even a very long video, of course, but for 3 minutes of a video, that's a good result for me. I mean, I'm not the biggest YouTuber in the world that will get like 1 million views, right? But 500 views, that means that a lot of people are actually putting in minutes into the channel. That's something. It means something to me. But yeah, 19 views, that will never get the firewood going, right? It's the catch at the beginning, but I'm still figuring out. Yeah. So what I've learned, because I've been watching how that should work, right? I'm not saying that I know perfectly well, but they say not to begin with introducing yourself or whatever. But I will have a look at that short in a moment, and we will get an ad break, or we are in an ad break, I guess. What they say is not to begin with an introduction of yourself, but start with the dilemma or something, or thing that you tried which didn't work or did work, and from that go back to maybe doing your introduction, and then go and how do you get to the solution. Okay, ad break. So I'll wait with saying something very interesting, which I don't do much anyway. I'll just wait a little bit. A good time to take a drink. It's a good time to take a drink. You guys don't hear me anyway if you're not subscribers. So we're taking a quick ad break. See you in 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's over. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. I'm back. I'm sorry. I wasn't drinking. I was not. I'm here. Don't worry. So yeah. Anyway, what I was saying is that how dare I? Yeah, I don't know. How dare I? I don't know. I'm being a bit daring today, I guess. Anyway, they say to start with the problem that you're gonna fix in that video. Then you do your intro or whatever, showing why you're who you are on the channel, blah 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 blah. Then you go from the beginning, like it was still wrong. How did you get to that fix? And then you have your outro or whatever. So most people don't watch the outro anyway. But you need to have first what went wrong, or what is the problem that you're trying to solve, or what you're gonna solve. And then you're going to do whatever else you get there. And it's totally not how my brain works. So I know I have to do that for anything like a tutorial. But for a devlog, that's different again. So for a devlog, you probably also want a title that basically pulls the people in, like, this is what I did in this thing. Going to lurk? Okay, Patrick, that's fine. Okay, Patrick is lurking in 3 channels at the same time. Okay, Patrick is in TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch lurking around. That's cool. Lurking is good. We like lurkers. People who are lurking are views. Views are fine. We love views. Would you also be lurking, Patrick, if I actually play marbles on stream in a second or two? I'm trying to tease you here, eh? Anyway, so yeah, that is what I'm trying to figure out, and devlogs are something I want to make, but for that I need to get better at doing DaVinci Resolve and stuff like that. because I would love to make good devlog videos, but first of all, it requires a ton of footage. That requires something from my hard drive. Then it requires editing skills that I'm not really sure I have. And then I also need time to actually do that. We do like battle report of the week, but the effort we put into it and the views we get from it is kind of painful. Yeah, it hurts, right? If you put effort into such a video and then it doesn't do good. I mean, I don't know about you guys, Mimir Bytes, but as a game developer, especially one like me, I don't know about you guys, but next to a full-time job, a wife and 2 kids, so you have a full life already, and then next to that, you're supposed to build on your game, do marketing and promotion, make devlogs, research stuff, make sure that you keep an eye on what you're building and where you're still failing, learn new skills, because you always need new skills. For me, for example, now, learn level design, get better at pixel art, start to learn how to animate pixel art, improve code that was already there that is not good yet, etc., etc., etc. It doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. And solo developers, I mean, I'm a solo developer, so I have to wear all those different caps. I have a cap there, by the way. It's just one, but I should wear like 17 different caps at the same time, because you have to be able to do it all. You have to be able to do it all. And fortunately, I know there's people who want to help. So, for example, Ryan, who now says that he wants to help doing the voice acting. It's perfect. It's definitely, I appreciate it. I'm definitely going to have to do casting for some of the voices, but something like a creature, like a Cyclops, I can definitely see that he can do that. So then also coordinating 2 other people and bring everything together. Yeah, that's also hard. I know. There was a funny post today over on our friends of Twitter where somebody was saying like, blah 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 produces this, cows produce milk, this produces that, women produce babies, what do men produce? And I was looking at that post and I was like, how on earth do they think that women produce babies on their own? They don't. We have something to do with that, you know. There's no woman who does it on her own. That's impossible. Well, then somebody reacted that science has already figured out that you can now get the egg cell to actually start ovulating and do everything that they need with just science, so no man is needed. Then I figured like, okay, that's cool, but how often is that being used? Because I don't think anybody is using that. But to be fair, the amount of work you have to put into making a baby is rather small. True, but without a man, I'm sorry, there's not going to be a baby, right? We put something in, we give the input, and the output is the baby, and that comes from the woman. like as game developers, we input code, result is a game, right? Right? That's how it works.